Now, plans to put the military in charge of tackling the number of small boats crossing the Channel to Dover won't help unless they bring in Royal Navy boats.
That's the warning from the Border Forces Union tonight, which has reacted to the Navy taking over command of the operation. But as ever-increasing numbers of migrants and small boats reach our shores, there are calls for safer routes for migrants to arrive here. Here's Abigail Bracken.
Just some of the many thousands who are risking their lives every year on overloaded boats crossing the Channel, brought in by Border Force as they head towards Dover. The union representing the force's staff doesn't know what will happen now.
Without increased assets, we're not going to be able to control it. So it may make a difference, but it depends on what assets the Royal Navy bring with them. If they don't bring additional resources, is that an admission for the Minister that actually we failed or her departments failed? Who knows at this stage?
The government says the Ministry of Defence and Home Office are working together on the plans.
Detail of how Defence will deliver and maintain primacy of cross-channel counter-migration operations going forwards is currently being worked through. The government's objective is that nobody should arrive illegally in the UK on their own terms. Thus, all vessels transporting illegal migrants across the Channel must be intercepted before or as they land.
Nearly 800 people have already made the dangerous journey across the Channel in small boats already this year. That follows on from last year's 28,000, and there are predictions that that number could even double this year. Just 2 months ago, at least 27 people lost their lives when their boat sank off the coast of France. One refugee charity hopes the Navy might be able to help.
It sounds like more of the tough talk we're bringing in the Navy, but actually the Navy have to abide by international maritime law, which means you have to rescue people who are in distress.
Hello, Bridget.
The more vessels there are out there that are equipped to rescue people, the better as far as I'm concerned.
One former unaccompanied minor who fled the Afghan conflict 14 years ago says there needs to be safer routes to Britain.
So people make these irregular journeys because there isn't an alternative for coming to the UK. You can't claim asylum for Britain outside. You can't go to a British consulate and embassy to say so. So these people have made it this far. They're desperate, and especially the condition in Calais, unbearable. It's inhumane. It's cruel. People should not be expected to live in such a condition.
And now the good weather will inevitably mean more perilous attempts to cross the Channel. Abigail Bracken, ITV News, Dover.
In other news,